open house, new place, the same people, the same organization. And I would like to welcome everybody, especially the president of Polish Federal Credit Union, Jan Świdwiński, and Pan Ryszard, who is the president of Culture Center here in Troy. I would like to ask Jan Świdwiński to say something about our credit union. It's extremely important because our history is credit union's history too. So, welcome.
Thank you very much. It's an honor being here. I appreciate the invitation. When I first was asked to attend and speak a few words about the history of the credit union, I dug into the history of the credit union. I looked through all the facts and figures, going back to my references when the credit union had their 25th anniversary, and then we had our 40th anniversary, and then I realized this isn't about the credit union, this is about the Congress. And the reality is that if it wasn't for the Congress, there would be no credit union. The story goes like this, and this was related to me many, many years ago. I joined the credit union after they were 8 years in existence. And so the founders, a lot of them were still there. They were still directors and board members. The idea of a credit union first occurred to officers of the Congress during a national convention in February of 1975. I've been told that it was in San Antonio, Texas. Someone brought up the topic of perhaps having the Congress form a credit union, or maybe many credit unions throughout the land. And of course, they formed a committee. And this particular committee actually did something, unlike so many other committees that are formed. The people on the committee, at the time I should say, the president, I believe, of the Congress was Mr. Kazimierz Olejniczak, and it was kind of under his direction that this committee then took the reins and started to do their work. Within a year, the credit union got its charter. They turned to the Michigan Credit Union League, which is an organization of credit unions throughout the state of Michigan. It's a cooperative effort, and they provided a lot of assistance in the formation, the paperwork, everything you needed to do to get a charter to operate a credit union. The meeting, I believe, that took place in San Antonio was February 23rd, 75. The charter was February 3rd the following year, so it was less than a year that this miracle took place. The first deposits to the credit union upon the formation totaled, I believe, a whopping $82. That was the working capital of the credit union. But the fact that it got its start and was now operational and legal is a great moment in history. The Congress opened its doors and provided free office space. This is when the Congress was further down Joseph Campo. In order to get to the credit union's office, you had to go up a flight of stairs because it was upstairs. And they were only open a few hours a week to begin with. But the Polish population of Metro Detroit, especially Hamtramck, was much greater at the time. And so knowing that they could go to a place, members knowing that they could go to a place where they can get lending services and deposit services, higher interest rates on deposit and lower rates on their loans, it became a magnet for those who appreciated the fact that they could take care of these things in their own language, in Polish, and didn't have to rely on not quite comprehending all the bank tellers and bank management that were the obvious other choices. The first board of directors of that credit union, and this is where I'm going to have to use my little cheat sheet, were, Stanisław Strzałkowski was the first president, Bogdan Berenicki, vice president, Marian Ładak was the secretary, Mieczysław Kościuch was the treasurer. The other board members were Edmund Kapsa, Józef Krawulski, Artur Majewski, Charlotte Matrowska, and Mitchell Odrobina. Those people had the vision to not only start the credit union, but to keep it going. Certainly, it's not an easy task to form a financial institution, and it isn't just a bunch of people get together and start putting their money together. Rules and regulations, even though they've become more and more complex over the years, there were still plenty of rules and regulations that they had to adhere to and abide by. And it's quite a challenge because we're operating under a federal charter. The people who deposited their money, they were insured by a federally insured organization, the National Credit Union Administration. And so there are a lot of risks associated with establishing such an enterprise. A majority of small credit unions fail because there's no interest. There are few deposits, fewer loans, and if you don't make the appropriate income, the organization that regulates you will tell you you have to cease operation. These people didn't quit. They kept going. The board took a great interest in making sure that this was a successful enterprise. Just reading over the history of the credit union, one thing surprised me a little bit, and I realized that there's a saying in credit unions that the mantra of credit unions, not just ours, but every credit union, is people helping people. And one of the little factoids I read was a safe and a check writing machine was donated by the St. Denis Credit Union. So it's credit unions helping credit unions, unlike banks, which are always competing with each other and talking nasty things about each other. Credit unions do help each other. Even to this day, they cooperate because we are, in fact, a cooperative. St. Denis Credit Union, I don't know if you realize, they are now called Our Credit Union. And I'm sure you've heard of those. You've seen their branches. They are quite a successful organization. So I was surprised to see that there is this link between the two organizations and how they helped us out in our infancy. Beyond that, we've been successful. We appreciate the help of the Congress in terms of the fact that, like I said at the onset, we wouldn't exist without the Polish-American Congress. The original name of the credit union was the Polish-American Congress of Michigan Federal Credit Union. That seemed a little long. It was then shortened to just the letters PAC, Federal Credit Union. But over time, people didn't even know what that stood for anymore. So now we're back to Polish-American Federal Credit Union, which speaks volumes of who we are and who we serve. We make sure that the Polish-American community is who we care about the most. That even though not all of our members are Polish, lately we've been getting a lot of Ukrainians joining, a lot of Americans joining, as long as they meet the necessary qualifications. But we know that the profits that we make, even though we're a nonprofit, the money that we make, we intend to use for the betterment of Polonia and Metro Detroit. We support as many organizations as we possibly can. We make sure that if someone needs help, all they have to do is come to us, explain what the needs are, ask us, and we give them whatever financial assistance we can. So in that regard, that's kind of how I view the credit union and its position in Polonia. Other than that, I would like to also give this check to Jolanta as kind of a welcome to the neighborhood present. It's about time. We've been waiting for a long time.
I know.
We're so glad that you're finally here.
Thank you.
So on behalf of the credit union, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. There's my check. Oh, it says $1,000, so it's a lot of money. Thank you. Okay, you want to take a picture?
Yeah. Okay, thanks.
I'm not sure. I didn't ask my brother-in-law to tell the story, but I know the story, which was very interesting, about credit union in 1983. That's when we came. I'm not sure if it was 83 or 84. At the beginning, all of us didn't have any money. And I remember that he wanted to borrow $300. I don't remember exactly for what, but I think it was for school or something. And the first answer, which was kind of logical, at the beginning he didn't work and was no. But Mr. Wadak approached him when he left the credit union and asked him what's going on and why do you need money. Sorry when I get emotional talking about stuff like this, but so he said that he explained why, and he said, let's go back to the credit union. And he got a loan, which was paid off, and that was I believe he's still a member of credit union. So, but it is thanks to human approach toward the whole situation. But definitely it was a risk on the credit union because it was possible that he will not pay it off. But it was paid off, and we remember Mr. Wadak forever as a person who helped us at the beginning. I'm glad that we are here, and I hope that this whole little neighborhood will become like a one family. We have a credit union, we have a Centrum, we have the doctors here, and we also have Polish market. But I want to let everybody know that today, everybody who will go and stop at the Wawel restaurant, there is a 10% off for a dinner, so please invite wives, girlfriends, I don't know who else. Both. And both. And just mention that you stop at our open house. So thank you very much, and thanks everybody, and we hope that our cooperation will work very well for years to come. Thank you. Oh, I said, did I?
No, but have you say?
Yes, please. Say a little bit about, I know that there is a lot of new, how do you call this, new things going on, and I believe we have a Pierogi festival in October. So please, do you want to say something about for all of us? And yep.
Richard, if you don't know, just sling the book. It would be great. Just like
Hello, everybody. I guess everybody knows me, so I don't want to even say it, my first name and last name, okay? American Polish cultures, it's, right now we got a lot of planning to next few months. Next, first event, there will be Chopiniana, which will be next month, 20, which is Sunday. There will be concert and dinner. So if you want to come, just come for concert, so we're coming for concert. If you want a whole package, you got a package with the dinner. Then next event will be the biggest events, which 35 years, Arsenal Place, American Police Center, which will be 35 years, anniversary gala, and it's going to happen is September. No, I'm sorry, November 9. November 9. Tickets will be $100, and hopefully, everybody show up there and we enjoy the, nice, events for us Polonia. So.
Thank you for.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Jak się masz, Jurek?
Tak, dziękuję, miło zobaczyć.
Przeszkadzamy?